other things, our work things, so we are always like, we think like, okay, I'll do this, I'll give a call to my client and ask about them, but then we are not able to do that. It's just in our mind, but we tend to forget those things. So we need to set up reminder. We need to use the advanced technologies of calendar, reminders, so that we can focus on everything at the same time. Like nobody is left out. Another thing is, we need to, even with the clients, we need to involve their family members also. And this is very important, because a lot of people, when you show concern towards them, like they come to you, they approach to you, they say, oh wow, your coach is so good, she cares about, she wishes us on our anniversaries, on our birthdays, or whatever occasion it may be. They can also turn into your clients, your potential legs for your future, when you involve their family and you make them feel good. Yeah. uh, and another thing is like, as I said, like we have to keep everything, we need to keep that whenever we are approaching to them, we don't need to think about, okay, what health issues did they have, we can just pen down those things in one, about one client, and now the CRM is there, and it's very convenient, so we know what health challenges they have, what they have overcome, or what are the improvements, we can just note down and keep. So it will help them, and it will make them confident about us also, that we know about them, we care about them. That's it, Max, from my side.
Wow, wow, wow. So many good takeaways, perfectly said, right from everything starts with a vision. And that was a great beginning, actually. What you have taken points is outstanding. So, I can really see that, what all things you have absorbed. Perfect. So, I just want to say, since you said, everything starts with a vision, having things in your mind is good, but but we have so many things in our mind going on, right? But only when we put it in front of our eyes on a paper, you can start focusing individually on individual tasks. You get more clarity. See, every month, me and Sama just write one goal, what we want to do. I don't know if you can see. It is just, probably it's getting blurred.
You have to remove the blur, Max.
Yeah, I'm just removing. One goal. We don't have to write too many things if you can read. It says about, platinum is done deal. So by this month, see how it is going to happen, how, you don't have to, that is later part. But first thing is, what do you want? What we want. So what is one thing that I want to achieve? One big thing. After doing all these small activities, what is one goal? That is one thing. If you have, then your journey starts smooth. See, Bible says, where there is no vision, people perish. It is true, because if you don't know in the morning, if you wake up, what is my vision for the day, or what am I going to do for the day? The day is wasted already, right from the beginning of the day. So yes, that was great, Prema. So can we hear some more from Daisy, please?
Hi everyone. I think Prema has covered most of the things that we had it from Taruji's event. The things that I would like to add apart from what she has said is, everyone focused on how the communication with upline was. When they were down, they were always going to upline. So that is something that is really a big takeaway for me. After everything that Prema said, I agree with it. But on top of that, like every constant comment, if you feel down, call them or message them. Every girl in the team or on the panel used to talk about that. If they are low, they talk to their upline. If they have any decision to make with regards to business or even personal life, they talk to their upline. So relationship building with an upline is every single person in the panel has done. The vision, yes, of course, they focus great on vision. And it is also that lot of people over there, no matter what education you have, if you know to speak English or you don't want to speak English, whatever it is, everybody on their goals, they worked hard. They decided to give 4 to 5 hours per day in the business, and that is how they got a result. They also, one thing as Prema focus, client relationship. It is not, it is very important that it's just not giving diet and leaving them. If you want to get lead, major of the leads come from your own person, the existing client. So client relationship is very important, not just texting, but picking up a phone, getting on a video call. I think Arun always mentions that to us, that get on your customers on a video call, because it is very important to build relationship. And every girl over there spoke the same thing, talking to the clients. Like there was one lady who even said she got 400 leads from one customer. So can you imagine how powerful it is to have a relationship, not just with the client, with their families, so that your leads start flowing. So that's it. I wanted to add on top of whatever Prema has said.
Wow, fantastic, Daisy. Yes, absolutely well said, Yes, the relationship, it's not just when you do the consultation and the diet is shared and explained, it doesn't end there. That is just the beginning, right? That's just the beginning of it. If we don't take care of, if we don't have a personal touch with our people, we have lost a lot more other leads, probably a lot more, future legs through them. See, last time we heard about the podcast, or, which Ravi said, taking half chances. You never know from where you're going to get your next, platinum leg or diamond leg. That one, customer is so important. You never know from what is going to come where. So we have to take, be careful with every client, whether it is strong, don't look at their background or whatever, treat them equally. That's what me and Samantha have been trying to do. And most of our clients actually come from the existing clients so far, right? So this is very, very important. All right. So can we have our upline, Nisha, please? And she'll be talking about acid reflux.
Hi, everyone. Good evening and good afternoon. I'm Nisha Arun, logged in from ERCAD. My uplines, founders Emeralds, Going Diamond, Anil and Shilpa. Today, I'd like to share about acid reflex. We know acid reflex is common now. So before I want to share one image. Max, do you have the access?
No, I think it's your link. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, can you see my
Yes.
Yeah. So here you can see this image. Here we have esophagus. This is a tube in which food flows to your stomach. So this is a stomach. Here we have two valves, on top valve and bottom valve. So these two valves are called sphincters. So this plays a major role with the acid reflux. This top valve prevents stomach acids and food from flowing up into the esophagus, which is a food tube. And here we have a bottom valve. So here we have bile. So this valve prevents the bile and the food to flowing back up into the stomach. These valves, when these two valves do not close and open at the right time, the bile and stomach acids can end up in the wrong places. So that is why we get acid reflux. These two valves this is circular muscles, which are controlled by autonomic nervous systems. So if you are stressed too much, it can directly affect these valves. So that is why many digestive issues are related to stress, especially acid reflux and heartburn. And also calcium plays a major role in controlling these two valves. Calcium is important to function and is essential for muscle contraction. So vitamin D controls your calcium levels. So if you are deficient in vitamin D, you can have low calcium in your body. So this can turn or cause the sphincters to stay open. And also the sphincters also have receptors in and out of your stomach. So when your stomach is not acidic enough, the sphincters may remain partially open. So, and allowing stomach acid to splash up into the food tube and cause heartburn. And also when a pH level in stomach goes too alkaline, also we get acid reflux. So it should be between 1 and 2, the stomach acid level in our body. If the number goes high, then the acid levels go down. We may end up having acid reflux because of that. There are many reasons why the stomach acids level goes down. So because of antacids or because of medications. Some medications make our HCl level go down. And also certain foods like gluten, sugar, grains, and omega-6 fatty acids, this all can cause low stomach acids. This stomach acid is very important. It is a hydrochloric acids. So it plays a role in intestinal hormones. So it prepares folate or vitamin B12 for absorptions. Then HCl is very important to absorb minerals like calcium, magnesium, potassium, zinc, and iron. And also it is necessary to absorb the vitamin B12. And also HCl prevents SIBO, so-called small intestine bacterial overgrowth. And also this prevents bacteria, fungus, viruses that are in our food. And also HCl is vital in preventing food allergies. And the valve on the bottom of the stomach is very important in preventing the bile from spitting up into the stomach as well as into the food tube. If bile is moved to stomach, what happens? It can cause irritation as much as HCl. So there are many reasons that bile can move to stomach from the wall. It because of excessive belly fat or hernia, or it could be a gallbladder problem, or if you have bile sludge or even gallstones that can create a backup bile into your stomach. So now we'll see what are the very important things we need to do when we have acid reflux. So first, take apple cider vinegar. So taking before meals, it can reduce the acid reflux. And also, second is betaine hydrochloride. This is just like apple cider vinegar, but it is less acidic. Third is wheatgrass juice. So you can suggest wheatgrass juice when your client have gastritis or ulcer. Instead of apple cider vinegar, wheatgrass juice will help in reducing acid reflux. So fourth, best food for acid reflux is cabbage and sauerkraut. This is a cabbage pickle which will help in reducing acid reflux. Ultimately, we have to reduce the stress because most of the digestive issues are affected by stress. So we have to reduce the stress. And we have to introduce intermittent fasting. So that also helps in reducing acid reflux. And we can increase vitamin D levels because vitamin D is important for calcium production and transportations, because calcium also controls the valves. So we can ask them to take vitamin D. And we can ask them to take zinc. Zinc is very essential. And the last one is probiotics. So the food which has probiotics, which will help in reducing acid reflux, such as curd, yogurt will help. So hope you understood the acid reflux. Thank you.
Well, wow, Nisha, that was really a lot. Thank you so much for detailed explanation. Very much. It was really nice to know, refresh all this knowledge. So thank you so much. So moving on to next, Arun, is there anything from Diana's team? Anybody else is there? Okay, all good. All right, fine. So Andrea, Nelisha, or Irene, Maria, can we have your cameras on, please, if possible? Daisy, Flora. Yes, thank you so much. All right. So moving on to next, we have Ravi Parimala today. So over to you, Ravi.
What will we talk for so much time? I thought I will listen to all of you.
Samantha was also there, but she could not make.
No problem. Cool. So I have a couple of things to talk about. Then if you have any questions, we can do a Q&A also. So the first thing I want to talk about is this 9% leadership that we have announced. Did you all get the message? Now, if you're in UK, obviously you cannot come to India in May unless you already have made a plan. But we do want you to guys to start leveraging. Did you the TOS? Everybody spoke about TOS here. No, right?
No,
So let's get everyone share first.
Okay.
Whoever
So we have Irene and Maria. Sorry, Maria is there. Irene wasn't. Okay.
But I think Maria said she's out, Max.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
who all had qualified.
Because Ravi, what happened was not everybody was asked, right? So it was only for the 1,000 people. Yeah.
In this call, was there anyone who had qualified to see the TOS?
Maria was, but I believe she's
Maria
not.
was.
Yeah.
Hey, Daisy also saw, no?
Yeah, Daisy spoke already.
I
Okay,
spoke,
Daisy
no?
spoke on that. Correct. Then who else was there?
Simeona was there, but she's working at the
Hey,
moment.
Prema, you didn't qualify
She spoke already.
on that one now. Okay. Cool. So I wanted to talk about 9% leadership. So see this, there are in our calendar, we have like 2-3 events that we run through the year to help you progress from where you are to the next level. So it starts with the Tribe of Supers in December, where, that's something which has been going on for 12 years now, and it's pretty set. So, it's the reason why you should be doing 1000 PV every month. Sometimes it is not just the reward of it, but it sets some habits for you. It sets you on a consistent path, and that's what we all need. Consistency in what we do. We have this band of brothers also. Today morning, we had a breakfast meeting. It was phenomenal. Monthly once all the boys meet up. So Max, I think I should have, but yeah, how do I relate? So next band of brothers will record it and send it to you. So Sandeep, we
Yes,
want to
Ravi.
qualify.
Actually, Ravi, I just want to say something. Here when we do Sunday workout, we have a breakfast. We follow what you have stopped now and you have started in UK.
Very good. So today we had, it is, see, actually, what does everyone need? Apart from a chance to create an income and then help clients and everything, we need an association. We need an association that we can hang out with, have fun, learn, meet regularly. That's what we have been able to create. And eventually we want that to happen in UK also at some level. Okay, it will happen over a period of time with numbers, it will start happening. So we have this band of brothers where qualification is again sum of 2 months, you have to do 2000 PV. So it could be 800 one month and 1200 another month. So the next event is on May, forgetting the dates. May 6th. May 6th is our 9% leadership, and 7th and 7th is our band of brothers. So for 9% leadership, the qualification is 1200 PV. And if you have a downline qualified, you need 400 on the side. Why do we keep all these things? Too much, no? But this is what keeps us going. This is what, for a lot of us, we have to understand, we have come from employment backgrounds. So carrots and sticks works very well. Entrepreneurship is not something that we are born with. Most of us, we are not very good at disciplining ourselves. That's why we, that has to come inside us, that, we need to start taking ownership of our goals, ownership of what we do. And it's our attempt to give, because we can't give stick in a community, but we can definitely give more carrots. So throughout the year, we schedule events. Now, the best you guys can do is qualify and attend it online and just absorb what's happening out there. Because once you absorb, as you develop your own team, you will be able to replicate that back there also. So what big deal is that? Right? So it is not really a massive deal, but to keep the dream alive, to keep the focus alive, it's probably important to look at, okay, the calendar and see what are the things that are coming up. How do I be a part of these events? Right. So I would encourage you to qualify. If you are in, who is here in Goa? Flora, right? Flora is in Goa. Anybody else in Goa here? I mean, not originally from Goa, right now in Goa. Because originally all of you are from Goa, most of you at least. So you should come down to Bangalore, Flora. You should qualify and come down to Bangalore. Because it's a great opportunity to meet Ankur Taru, to meet the whole team. And it's a different deal altogether. Sandeep, you are on the Bando Brothers group. Okay, you should keep seeing the messages. Today, people were erupting with joy after the meetup today. We just gathered around at 6:30, so I had to wake up at 5 o'clock. So I'm still a little dazed because I had a 1 hour nap. So I'm still not completely awake yet. You can make out that, right? Yeah. So yeah, then I realized I had told Max I'll log in, so I have to quickly wake up and shake my head off. So, but yeah, it was an amazing thing because 6:30 a.m. we were all gathered. We had a quick breakfast, then we had a lineup of speakers. We had a recognition. You know what? It was an unbelievable recognition where the guys were talking about. Do you know the qualification for Band of Brothers? All of you? No idea, right? So I'll tell you. It's very interesting. Okay, you won't believe this is what we are teaching our boys. Maybe some of you will want to get your husbands to attend some of this, but we have a for all of you girls for TOS, it was 1000 PV, right? Just 1000 PV. For boys, along with 1000, there are 3 more criteria. Okay, it's not so easy. Another criteria is health. All the boys are supposed to keep a health goal and then supposed to work towards it. So it could be something like, I want to run 10 kilometers in a 1 hour, or I want to reduce my body fat from 25% to 20%, or I want to reduce my weight, I want to reduce my tummy by so and so margin, quantification of goals. That's one thing, and they need to keep working on it. So today, when we recognize people who worked on their health every single day, there were about 25 of them on the stage. Isn't that wonderful? Because there is no corporate on earth which is actually putting their efforts like this to create that kind of awareness. 1000 PV was anyways there. The third criteria is mindset, which means every boy has to pick up a book and finish it and apply it also before the next Band of Brothers. So today when we recognize people, the boys who read every single day, another 25 came up, 25, 30, every single day, not missing even one day. The last one is the most beautiful. It's called USD. You all know UCD? Unexpected customer delight. USD, unexpected spouse delight. Such amazing stories came out. My goodness. I mean, I can't even share it here. It was, I mean, suddenly it was so, some were so hilarious. Some were so outstanding, but boys becoming sensitive to their wives. My goodness, I've never seen that anywhere. It's not just about, I gifted something on February 14th, not that. It is unexpected spouse delight. So I don't want to take up too much time on that, but imagine 30, 40 of the boys came on stage and shared their story. So their wives are like, you should qualify. You should definitely qualify. Khabardar miss kiya, because they know what we are teaching them there. So they are like expecting, meeting ho gaya na, something he would have learned. So he will apply it on me today. Something nice will happen. Just imagine that, and nobody is bothered about any of these softer aspects of life, which we are really concerned about. Can you believe today Ankur was telling, when a gang of 80, 90 boys get together, the discussion was not on drinking. The discussion was not on partying. The discussion was not on time pass. The discussion was not on sports. But the discussion was, how do we understand our wives better? The discussion was, how do I get myself healthier? The discussion was, how do I bring my mindset to the next level? The discussion was, how do I improve my finances? Isn't that unbelievable or what? I've never seen anybody ever in any place, in any conversation that I've had with many corporate people, never heard a scenario, a community where this much focus was on these areas of life. And we are very proud of that, for that fact. So you guys have to, I agree, it is online, you will not get the same feel. So Tribe of Supers, some of you saw, it's not the same feel as if you are in Bangalore for sure, but it's better than not being there. It's better than not learning. It's better than not getting inspired. So I would encourage you, even though you might not come to India for the event, but how about qualifying for the event? And if for all of you, we will do a live relay because the trainings will be in the evening. It will be a Saturday evening, same time. This is the time where the trainings will start in the 9% leadership also. So we'll stream it live for you. And Ankur Taru will be the final speakers. How about that? But it will be a longer event, obviously. It will be a 4-hour training. It will be a lengthier one, but it will be power packed. And this is the exposure that you will need. Because see, when we were very small in the business, whatever exposure we would get, we would lap it up. Everything was not applicable initially only, but it kept us in. It gave us a dream. It showed us what is possible. It showed us that this is possible. So we used to be a part of Ankur Taru's 9% leadership many years back. You would see, nice. Be nice to have this. What a team. What a group of people. It would be nice to have this. Guess what? Last year we had our own our team's 9% leadership. So we saw possibility. It kept us alive. It kept us alive in the sense, not physically alive, but dream alive. Because what happens is, especially for all of you, women, you might be juggling with too many things. Home, kids, husband, there's so many things might be happening in your life. It's very easy to lose track and lose your dream and then keep this on the side and then just forget about it also sometimes. Because sometimes it might be just overwhelming you sometimes. But events like this keeps that dream alive somewhere in the corner. Hey, I saw something. It is not a hologram. It was live. Can't be a hologram, which means it's possible. So possibility keeps the dream alive. And that's how me and Pari also survived in our initial years until we started to make some things work. So I would highly encourage you to qualify. 9% leadership, have that goal. Now the second question is, how the hell will I qualify if I have never done 1,000? Which is why we have kept this. It's very simple, right? I mean, you all need a carrot, so we've given you a carrot. Correct? If you have not done 1,200, this is the reason for you to aspire to that goal. So I hope you will work with Arun, Nisha, Max and Samantha, Diana, Anil, Shilpa. I hope you'll work with them, sit with them and ask, how should I qualify? What should I do? You have 2 months to qualify one of the months. So it's not really a monster. Okay. But you need to pick up one market. You can't combine UK, India, Australia, US, everything together. It will become kitschy. Pick up one market. I would encourage, if you're in UK, pick up UK market. Why? Because this is Max and Samantha's platinum ship month. We need to make that work. Okay. Now, let's say if Daisy is sitting here and she's thinking, I am from Goa, I have a lot of leads coming from Goa. Do both. I am putting Daisy in a fix. Daisy is laughing. No, point is whichever market you choose, put some effort there. And in social media, how will you put effort only in one market? You can't do that. You can only put effort. Correct? You can only put effort. It will show up in any market. Right? So I would encourage you, if you are using CRM well, sit with Arun, Nisha, sit with Max, Samantha, show them the CRM entries, show them the list of customers. Let's make a game plan of how it can be done. So if you have not yet done the game planning, I would encourage you by today or max by tomorrow. Today, it's still morning for you guys. So today, by end of today, at least have a game plan. How am I going to achieve that? Because these are the events which will take your thinking to the next level, your aspiration to the next level. Otherwise, usually what happens? A lot of you will have a goal of 600 and you will be at 200, 300. But somehow if you push through 600 doesn't look very big. True? Have you experienced that? Then 1,200 looks like a monster sometimes. You cross 1,200 once, at least inside you believe that it is no longer a demon. That belief will come that, with little bit of effort, it is doable. When you crack it 2-3 times, then you become comfortable with it. So we are giving you that push this month and next month, a reason, a carrot for you to make that push and get over the line. So that's what we want you to do. Have a game plan. Will you fail? Chances are there. So don't worry about it. See, in what we do, failure has to be a part of what we do. Otherwise, it will never work. Correct? So it's okay. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But did I give my best shot? If it doesn't happen because I didn't give my best shot, then it's a problem. But I gave my best shot. Usually what happens is when you give your best shot, your business will anyways improve. 100%. It will always go to the next level. So I would encourage you to qualify. Dual reasons. Max and Samantha, we want to celebrate their platinumship this month. Definitely. Diana is doing unbelievable work, both in UK and India. I mean, Arun and Nisha have been telling us what Diana and her team is doing. So it's unbelievable, fantastic what you guys are doing. Sandeep, we are looking forward for a lot of things from you as well. Please let me know, if you have any issues, how we can help you. Daisy, as always, phone call away. But we want you to get to the next level. Daisy, when she came to Bangalore, she got a chance to meet Ankur Taru also, which doesn't happen, normally. But yeah, guys, I mean, we want to see you. We want to show you what we have seen over the years, and we wanted to move on as well. I hope this makes sense. I hope you will put in the effort to qualify. I think it is time. If one more thing I would like to tell you. Last time when we came, we spoke about it. In the groups, talk about activities also, not just results. Talk about activities. It's okay to not get a result. It's perfectly fine. But talk about activities more and more. It builds confidence. Build your confidence. If you're not feeling confident how 1200 will happen, build your confidence. How do you build confidence? Activities. Because that's the thing we can control. No, God will take care of the results. I cannot take care of results anyways. See, what the customer does, can you worry about it? No, you can't worry about it. The problem happens when you start fearing or worrying about why the customer is not placing the order. Why they are not starting. I gave them all the information. That is when all the irritation starts. My only point is, why even get there? I will only control what I can do, which is my action. So I'll do more action. Because doing more action cures that fear. Doing more action gives me confidence in my abilities. It keeps me happy at least. Today morning I was telling, this month my personal PV is 600. Okay. Whenever I do not do my 1000, I just don't feel great about it. So I've done 1000 every month now. It doesn't matter how big a business we have. That personal 1000 is the most satisfying thing in what we do, because it keeps us in touch with our clients. Ground level work. No matter who you become, it's how many people you are, affecting, at a close range, that gives you happiness. Isn't it true? The customer that you are handling, you go away from the front line, then the game starts becoming very bad. So just qualify for it, and then we'll see you. And back to Max. If you have any questions, we can talk about it.
Yes, team, this is a very good time. We have Ravi, Arun. So any questions, please feel free. Looks like no one. Sandeep, we have Dinah. Any questions? Yes, Arun.
Arun is thinking this person should ask this question. Everybody is laughing.
Because everybody is asking Arun in the background. So I know this person has this question. Should ask.
No, we all know Arun so well. Arun.
People have queries. Yes, Christine, please.
So Ravi, I have a question. I've been doing
my continuous posting on Instagram, on social media, on WhatsApp. But I somehow feel I'm not getting the leads that I thought I would get after being constant on my posting. So is there anything that I'm not doing properly or I'm missing out on something?
In Facebook, how many friends do you have, Christine?
I think I have increased from the time I joined the business. I think by around 300 to 500 more I've increased. But I was talking to Diana and to Arun also that I have on my friend request, which are now as of today has become 305, but I've not accepted them because they all are all men only and all weird messages. So I'm stuck there. Yeah.
Now, how many friends do you currently have after expanding?
After expanding around 1,300 to 1,500.
Okay. So how do you expand? Mutual friends of mutual friends. That's the safest way.
Yes.
Okay, it's the safest way to expand, especially for a lady. It's a best way to expand. And the second reason is credibility is already established. So if I get a friend request and it says 15 mutual connections, possibility of me accepting it is very high. So that is one thing. Second thing is the range of contents. After a while, the same audience will not get motivated to respond to the same kind of posts. So we'll have to, sort of work with our posts. So this is where our creativity will come in. We have to sit and analyze what kind of posts that people would like to see. See, the best way to get results. I have few people in our team who do not have their photos also on their profile, but they get leads. The answer is CMOS. Results gives you leads. Period. So if you share from Swasthya, the results will attract leads. If you have your own customers, that will attract leads. Your own transformations, because transformation need not be only one-time weight loss transformation. Transformation could be any aspect of health.
Yeah.
Which is ongoing. The key is, can I know how to tell it as a story? It's like being a director of a movie. Can I know how to make this a nice drama? Put masala into it a little bit. Truthful, but the way I narrate the story, if I can do it well, people would love to hear that. So when you do this, so in a month, if you're in a week, if you're posting chat messages, CMOSs, sharing from Swasthya, leads have to come. Leads will come. For me also, and see, one more thing that I have observed is when some of you are posting, and then you take a break for 2 months, let's say. When you come back, your audience would have gone cold. So you won't get leads for a few months. This I've seen myself also. It takes again 2-3 months to warm up the audience. It's like doing the jumping jacks. 3 months. So leads again, suddenly you will feel that why did it become slow? It became slow because audience became cold. So you have to again warm up to the audience. So there are various things that we will need to look at. Plus, who is the audience? What is the profile of the audience? Who is part of your friend circle? I'll give you another one idea. So let's say you post a customer's transformation. Whoever likes that post, whoever is commenting on that, send friend request to everyone. So they will accept you. They know that you are the coach because it's there in the post. You have already cracked the first firewall of icebreaker. And now directly it goes to them. Last thing is do one reel every day, minimum. Because what is happening is people who are doing one reel every day, we do not know when the breakthrough comes. For some, it is 3 months. For some, it is 6 months. For some, it is 2 months. But a breakthrough comes, suddenly 1,500 followers will increase. So you have to increase it. There are only 2-3 things we have to do. We have to increase the audience. We have to give diverse contents. We have to give results. Beyond that, it's pretty much not in our control only. And keep in touch with your customers. And then increase the range of your solutions. over a period of time. So these are the few things you can do. Maybe you can sit down and individually look at, what are the specific things you could do, but these are the broad things. Hope that helps.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, Ravi.
Anybody else?
I hope all of you are in touch with Shilpa also. You should be. Nisha, Samantha, Shilpa, Pari are 4 very important people for you. Very, very important. Why? See, if it was just PV, see, for Sandeep, it is Arun, me, Anil. We are boys, we have a different way of dealing. So when Sandeep has a query, I'll give you just an example. Okay, when Arun has a query, Arun will not call up and say, Blessy is, running nose is there. This is happening. That is happening. I don't know what to do. That discussion me and Arun will never have. Dads will never have the discussion. Usually it will be Nisha calling Shilpa and saying, Shilpa, Blessy, this one is there, that one is there, that one is there. And then there is a long discussion on how to handle Blessy and how to do this, how to do that, which none of us have to handle. So boys' discussions are pretty straightforward. Me and Max, when we call, Max, how are you? Fine, everything is good. How is your job? Fantastic. How are things going? What is happening to this customer? That one, this one, done. But for a lot of you, since you handle a lot, you have to be in touch with somebody who has handled a lot. This is quite important. Otherwise, you will start feeling that how do I handle all these things? And it will not work. So you've got to be in constant touch with your upline girls. For the sheer reason, for the amount of experience they bring on the table. See, Shilpa and Pari, the kind of business they run, the range that they have in terms of understanding is massive. So as long as you're in touch, tapping their brains, you're good. Nisha and Samantha will anyways be involved with you in terms of volume and things like that. But I think you will have issues beyond volume also, right? I'm sure there are. How to handle this, how to handle at home, this one, family is there, this one is there. How do I do all these things? Their boys are a little handicapped because we don't handle any of it. So you need Shilpa and Pari for sure. Not that every time you call, you only ask these questions. I'm just suggesting that, just by staying in touch, me and Pari, whenever we have stayed in touch with Ankur and Taru, we have observed, it has helped us grow. We have seen how they deal with situations. We have seen how they deal with people. We have seen how they work with people. It has helped us. Observation has always helped us. For you, you cannot observe because you are not there physically. So conversations are important. So don't hesitate to strike a conversation. If you keep thinking everybody is busy, you will never learn. Okay, so make that attempt to reach out and keep speaking to people. A lot of perspectives will come. It does help. Yes, Max, sorry, you were saying something.
No, Ravi. That was important what you shared. Actually, I was just asking any other questions if Verona or anybody else, who's new. Maybe Nelisha. Yes,
Yeah, Max. Yeah, Ravi, I also do have. Yeah, Ravi, I have lots of leads coming around, and the people, they just ask me what this program is all about and how it works. And when I start telling them, I giving my time like at least 40 minutes. I'm spending with them, like explaining how it works, how it is good, and what health benefits you will get in future and everything. And then they take all the information and they say, okay, I will get back to you. And when it comes to the supplements payment time, like they will ask me like how much it will be like for 2 months and 4 months. When they see the amount, then they never they said like, okay, we'll get back to you, and they never get back to me, like, is it like, do I need to follow up on them? Like, do I need to send a message that or what? And sometimes people do say, no, sorry, thanks for your time and effort. I'm not interested. That's what I'm getting. I have lots of leads like that.
So if there are random leads, if there are leads that you already know, then eventually they'll get back to you. But if they are stranger leads, then it is better to understand their profile and their bandwidth. Because some people, when they come, they honestly, even in India, we have such leads. I get some leads. sir, मेरे पास 1,000 rupees है, weight loss कराना है. You know, I am like, 1,000 rupees में weight gain कैसे हुआ first? You know, that is, you tell me that first. Correct, na? You have to be really eating a lot. So sometimes you get, but these are not people that you know. Okay, so discount that. We will all get a percentage of that. But for the others, when you are having a conversation, subtly it is also important to understand what is the bandwidth that they usually have and position it accordingly. So let's say somebody's salary, I don't know UK, I'll just give an India example. Somebody's salary is 20,000 rupees. And if I give them a package of 15,000 rupees, no matter how good it is, I don't think they are going to start with me. So I need to ask myself one question. The lowest I can go in India is 5,000 to 6,000. Below that, I cannot do anything. It's not in my control. So below that, I do not want to, interact with, I do not want to have a circle who cannot afford that, first of all. The second thing is, between that 5 and 15, the customization is important. For that, I need to know how much they can afford, what is their affordability. Now, how do you judge their affordability? So I ask. In the consultation, I ask subtle questions. I ask, where do you work? What do you do? Which area do you live? Just as a casual interaction. And in London, in UK also, it's sort of figured out. If somebody says today morning, I was talking to Ankan, he was there in UK, but he had to rush back to India on an emergency. But I asked him, where were you staying? He said that that Central Park, what was that? Max, that place, Daisy, we went to that dinner, no, that day.
Camden.
Not
Hyde
Camden.
Park.
That central place. Okay, whatever. I mean, I forgot the name. He said the central place. I said, central place, that must be damn expensive. He said, yeah, I paid 8 lakhs for it. So if somebody tells me that I am staying there, they're not going to be bothered about affordability. Maybe their concern could be, why should I take supplements? So as you become more experienced, you will start subtly. So you have to do a lot of work and gain experience on how to. So in India also, if you, on a street, if you go with a cooling glass and nice attire, coconut will cost you 50 rupees. If you go with very ordinary dress, it is 30 rupees. So the businessman understands your capacity to spend by just looking at you. So as entrepreneurs, we have to sort of judge a little bit. If somebody has a need, but if you are not able to position our package well, if they cannot afford it, then no matter what circus we do, they will not be able to come back. So it is better to have a conversation, try to gauge, and then ask, what is bothering you? Is there something that I can help you with? Then somebody will share, this much package is, unaffordable for me. So what will work for you? And then you see whether it will actually work for you. I mean, if it is not, then you say, I'm so sorry, I cannot fit it into this at all. Maybe at a later point of time, do keep in touch. Let us know if I can add value to you in any other ways. And keep sending inspiration message, keep staying in touch. Let them see your posts. Because it is the trust that they will have on you, which is the only reason they'll come back to you. No other reason. So this is all you can do. You will never get 100% closure rate. Max is the closest one to God. I mean, he has like 90-95% closure rate, but another 5% he will get Bharat Ratna in India. So, but it is honestly, do not worry about it too much. But it should not be like 10%, 20% also. So I want to improve my percentage. So I need to keep evaluating. So I don't know what I wanted to do is sit down with Arun, sit down with Nisha or Max and Samantha and show them these are the leads. This is the conversion ratio. Because I don't understand the numbers. So I'm just giving you at a high level thing. You sit down with them and say, these are the leads. This did not come back. This came back. What went wrong here? And have individual discussions. So you will, all of you should do this. Because this way, you will tap into their experience. So you ask Max, Samantha, Max, this one, how would you have dealt with it? Then he will share. And then you will suddenly, Arey, why didn't I think of this? It's not that you couldn't think. It's just that Max and Samantha have 2 years experience more than you. That's all. and they've learned it very well. They've done their body of work is massive. They've done a lot of work in the time. So experience is huge. So can you get my point? This is what you should do. Individually, then you'll be able to improve your game. In 2 months, your game will be better.
Yes, thank you.
Well,
Yes,
yes, any other questions before we close? It's already 11:30 here. Okay. So I think we are good. It was a very great learning. Arun, you want to the closing remarks? Your photographs?
Certainly, guys.
Arun is our, in these weddings, there'll be one person who will say, everybody stand and, in that, they'll put the tripod and the old fashioned weddings and say, come on, everybody give a smile, click. For our team, it is Arun.
Can we have your cameras on, please, if possible?
Smile
Okay.
also, please. That is very important.
A smile, otherwise people will think I gave something very, very strongly in the meeting. Everybody is angry with me.
Diana has come, okay? Yeah. Thank you, guys. Please, everyone, take care of yourself. That is a very important requirement. I'm very happy that all of you are tracking as part of our, core activities. All of you are working out, and you're putting the messages in the group. That is very good. Keep it up, all of you. We could see Christine and Judith also getting joined, and Verona is doing a fantastic job. Keep up the good job, Verona. Okay, so we want to see all of you doing this. Okay, only then you'll be able to stay fit for a long period of time. Okay, this is what we're going to cover in tomorrow's space or tomorrow's open meeting also. Okay, thank you so much, everybody, for coming here and sharing us.
Pari is recovering from fever. She had fever, so she couldn't log in. So she's good, but yeah, she'll catch up soon.
Great. Just before closing, Ravi, if you can we can just have a word. I mean, if you can just wait.
Yeah, we can stay back. Yeah.
And Arun as well, please. So.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
See you guys in 9% leadership. Before that also, but still there.
So with Diana's team, I'll call you after 15 minutes. I'll call you with Diana's team.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much.